Top of the morning, YouTube. It's 5:49 in the morning and the grind don't stop. Consistent Cam is in the building, man. Hey, probably finna get hit with an ad when I click on this. When meeting your idol goes wrong. Shouts out to FVCKDH. We on the road to 100 KOK. So I need everybody to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video, or slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Hey man, let's see what it's hitting for.
So recently, Doja Cat had an interesting experience with a fan, and this has spawned in so much discourse, and honestly, I just want to be the voice that says, chill. For the most part, it ain't even that deep, so let's just talk about it. And by the way, I've had a video done since Thursday. I was gonna double upload, but YouTube said no, and now that video is in limbo waiting to be monetized, so blame YouTube for hating me. Enjoy this video though. Basically, a Doja Cat fan named Pablo, who actually, let me give you guys some context, because apparently, he's low-key a clouded TikToker. If you go to his page, he got 400,000 followers and he has a clothing brand, which is very important, so remember that. Pablo had filmed a TikTok with Doja, giving her a shirt that was part of his collection, and I'm pretty sure he was actually doing something for Pride Month, but he and Doja filmed this TikTok, and let me just show y'all.
I'm about to give my shirt to Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period!
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the
Period.
This is why I don't do the most, bro. I know everybody's fake. They're gonna let me down, bro. I've been on this earth for 25 years, bro. Just staying to myself at this point. He's clearly, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of things going on here.
Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the
Period. Happy Pride Month.
Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? Your real name?
Ami.
Ami? Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in the world.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Period.
My girl, Ami. Love you, Ami.
Nigga think he has a friend now or something.
If you see this, it literally comes across as some cute stuff. It's a cute little fan interaction at first glance. You think it's some good, positive energy, and that would be it. That should have been it, up until Doja posted this. I threw that musty ass shirt away, by the way. Bottom line is, I'll smile at you, but it doesn't mean I fuck with you. And don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even fucking know me. If you know, you know. Honestly,
I don't know. It sounds like she is tweaked out on some drugs, probably.
think I need to stand up for myself in the moment sometimes, and he didn't even know my fucking name to be touching me and kissing me on my face. Like, that is crazy.
So why was he reciprocating the energy? This is lame.
When I seen this, I was low-key like, I understand he was all in your personal space and you're allowed to feel that way. He's tripping. But then I seen his response to it, because he did respond.
No. You was sitting there acting like you was. It's okay. You can act like you're gonna, because he's a supporter, he's a fan. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna, instantly dismiss him. You'll show him some love as well. You was showing that nigga a lot of love though. Not gonna lie. And then for you to come out and say that's tragic. And then that happens to be his own brand. You just gave him promo. You fucked up, dumbass. The hell?
And you're allowed to feel that way. He's tripping. But then I seen his response to it, because he did respond.
You're gonna lose your whole rainbow audience.
It flooded into me. I'll show you guys, but first I want to talk about Doja's comments because they're important. I want to start by validating her feelings. Being a Tyler fan and indulging in media that speaks on the celebrity experience of paranoia and feeling like people don't respect their boundaries.
Nah, I feel like she gave him too much. I wouldn't have been hugging that nigga, none of that shit, bro. You done too much. You can't come out and say this now, bro. I don't care. There's no excuse. She showed that nigga too much love in return, bro. You could have told that nigga to get the fuck off of you. You got too big of a smile on your face. A nigga like me, bro, you wouldn't have been able to get that close to me, bro. It's that simple, bro. You can show your love, whatever. But you're a girl, he's a boy, and he's a rainbow. So, you know, things are different. You know, I'd hope one of you niggas wouldn't come up to me like that. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, bro, you after initial, you know, little what's good, you know what I'm saying? If you want a picture, whatever, type shit, you know. After that, bro, ain't no hugging and all that.
The celebrity experience of paranoia and feeling like people don't respect their boundaries, I completely empathize with her. She's allowed to feel uncomfortable and feel like what the fan was doing was too much, especially when the nigga don't even know her. That interaction was spawned in from a parasocial relationship,
I don't agree
which
with
I
this.
will be touching on later. However, I think Doja's approach to the situation was nasty. Do I think he manhandled her per se? No. Do I think he was pushy? Absolutely. But I think that words have connotation, good and bad, and to say he manhandled her,
bro,
so
she played into it. Do we need to run it back? She played into it, bro.
strong to me, it just
Nowhere in this video did I get vibes that she wanted him to back up or anything like that. Let's go back.
She's the iconic girl.
Period.
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the girl right here. I love this out.
Happy Pride Month.
Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? What's your real name?
Ami.
Did you bring any Pepto?
Bro's definitely doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? But you know the
Ami? Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in one. Thank you.
Mm, she played into the kiss with the nigga though. Like that's
Thank you.
You smell great.
if you see this,
oh, he smells great. But the shirt was musty. You can't, there's no defense in this, bro. If you ask me. She knew the nigga was gay long before he walked up on her. It's just I don't think there's no defense in that.
handled her per se? No. Do I think he was pushy? Absolutely. But I think that words have connotation, good and bad, and to say he manhandled her is so strong. To me, it just came across as a really pushy fan excited to see someone he clearly idolizes. If Doja likes your shirt, you give it to her? Nigga, that's dick eating 101. I don't think he was trying to invade her personal space per se. I just think he couldn't contain that parasocial energy. Not saying that's right, but let's
She
look
was
at
giving
things
him the
objectively.
opportunity,
On top
bro.
of that,
He's
saying that
gay.
she,
He's gonna do the
quote-unquote,
most.
threw that musty ass shirt away.
Just that
was a little
simple.
rude. He gave it to Doja not to be weird, but because he genuinely supports her. So for Doja, I'd say her feelings are valid, but the way she went about the situation could have been better. Alternatively, she could have said, you know, she appreciates the support, but that type of behavior made her uncomfortable. She acknowledges that she needs to stand up for herself too, so she recognizes that it could have went differently. But I also understand that expressing these feelings is difficult, and I know that in the moment she probably couldn't, so I'll give her grace for that. However, I've been tapped into the space for a while. This response from Doja Cat is pretty in line with what I've seen. That girl hates her fans. I'ma just keep it real. And this being about her boundaries aside, I think it says a lot about Doja Cat purely because she has a negative track record of controversy and just being nasty to the people who support her. And I'm also pretty sure she got mad at her fans for calling themselves kittens, which is something she coined for her fan base. But don't quote me on that. I don't really keep up with her because she rubs me wrong. Now let's talk about Pablo's response, because obviously if a super big celebrity says something about you, you're gonna know.
Hi guys, I was just at a party and I got informed that Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand here and I think what her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she said, she pointed out my shirt, and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean, what Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah blah blah, I'd love to give you one. She said, I'd want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not gonna give this to me. And that's when the video started.
Okay, so like I thought, he was just chatting it up. She agreed with the TikTok, and he was just trying to show support for an artist he likes. I also want to point out how serious he sounds and hurt, but I call that disillusionment. This is akin to the wool being ripped off his face. The reality of the situation is that someone he looked up to does not match his perception of them.
And she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys, if I was being like too nice or whatever, I will take full accountability. I'm gay. I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable. She's so iconic. I have only been saying the nicest things about her. She's the sweetest celebrity. She made me feel so seen. She said Ami. I thought she was I mean, I don't know what's going on.
First thing I want to address in this clip is the "I'm gay" comment he made, especially with the whole, he kissed her. Now, from my view of the clip, it looked like one of those like little cutesy air kisses, but that's unacceptable. That's weird. I don't agree with that at all. But I know people are going to take that out of context and start a conversation about how gay men think being gay makes them one of the girls, which it doesn't. Just because you're gay, that doesn't mean you're not a man. It doesn't mean you're exempt from misogyny, and it doesn't mean you have the woman experience. However,
Yeah, that's true. But some females do accept them as one of the girls, though. You know.
I think he pointed that out to express that he had no ulterior motives or desire to interact with her in unsavory ways, and I think that's a valid defense. It was never about his desires because, bro, the nigga likes men, and it was entirely a stan moment. That's why he was saying things like, "Oh, I say she's the sweetest celebrity." That clip exposes the parasocial relationship between him and Doja Cat, and this is why I feel for Doja. He was comfortable enough with being so touchy because of his parasocial relationship, listening to her music, standing her. Those things have blurred the lines between an actual relationship and admiring someone's work. That's why he's reacting this way. It's now a cautionary tale on parasocial relationships. I mean, we hear the phrase "never meet your idols" because you might regret what you learn. And I think when you hear
You don't know people, man. As much as you may watch me, the next nigga, you don't know us, bro. I don't know them. We don't know you. It's not what you think once that camera go off. It's real life out here, man. People got feelings, emotions, problems. It's real life, man.
I mean, we hear the phrase "never meet your idols" because you might regret what you learn. And I think when you hear this TikTok, you can tell bro had no real bad intent. Intent versus impact is a concept I
That's why,
frequently grapple
bro.
with in my
I
life.
wouldn't even want to meet. I wouldn't even want to meet niggas, cause, bro, you know how it is, man. Whenever you just get in a relationship, everything cool at first, until you start to really learn each other. And then it's not cool no more. Now you fall out, and now you don't even fuck with each other no more. It don't matter if y'all was good for years, bro, just like as friends or acquaintances, whatever it is, bro. Then y'all get together and y'all can no longer fuck with each other, bro. Like, bro, it's about to happen to me this weekend, bro. Me and a shorty, bro, that I was talking to, fucking with, bro. We about to have to come be in the same vicinity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be weird, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think intent and impact are equally important. The impact can at times trump intent, but when you look at forgiveness, the intent is always at the front of that. Because his intent was pure, or at least I think it is. And it was pure despite having that negative impact. That's why I think it's really not that big of a deal and could have been solved in a better way.
And I understand she has to set her boundaries. She's a celebrity. I'm not. I will never understand that. So I value that. And
That's why she should have just walked away. All these videos y'all be seeing these celebrities, bro, like they be so called trying to paint them like they assholes or whatever. They don't like they fans. Like, nah, bro. And they just be walking off. They don't want no picture. They be mean mugging. You know what I'm saying? She could have done that here. That's what I would have done.
Get that. But for me, guys, I'm a normal ass person that's at a bar, meets Doja Cat. I just released my clothing drop for Pride, and I just offered to give her one, and she said, "Oh, I want one right now." So I had the size. I was like, "Here, take it."
Maybe she was just being real nice, whether she cared or not. But she shouldn't have went out there and posted that on Twitter. That's just, you just keep it business and professional, and keep it pushing. Throw the shirt away and keep it pushing. Don't come out and say nothing publicly, especially when this shit's on video. Like, what the fuck?
Apologize if I did anything wrong at
That's
all.
And this
terrible.
makes it kind of
Terrible
funny.
for your
This
brain.
nigga went to a bar and met his idol and he was geeking. And once again, everything Doja is feeling is valid, especially because she's a woman, especially because he's a man. And you never want a lady to feel like that. But I think it's important to acknowledge that the nigga was just a little giddy. If I met Tyler the Creator, I might be just as giddy. Now granted, I'm not parasocial and I'm not
Nigga,
trying to be
what?
the product of another Colossus, but I think we can similarly empathize with the feeling of admiration for our idols.
And honestly, this just shows me, I guess, that maybe not everybody's who they show in person. I would have never said anything other than she's the sweetest girl ever, but I guess she went on a whole tweet rant about me. I never claimed to have it all laid out, to know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just at a bar, released a clothing drop. Doja was being very sweet to me. And also, guys, I know I didn't know her first name. I'm so sorry. I never claimed to be the biggest fan ever. I just respect her a lot for her work. I've listened to her music so many times. I met her 4.5 years ago at the VMAs, and I was like gagged. And I thought 4.5 years later, the world worked for me. Like, the stars lined in my favor. But
once again, just super disillusioned. Like, dog, you don't know Doja, twin. But I do understand respecting the work on a deep level and connecting with it. That's the thing, though. You never connected with Doja, you connected with some songs. And oh yeah, I forgot to say, Doja was upset that he didn't know her name. But bro, like, niggas at a bar drinking
That's
off
why,
the
bro. I'm
Casamigos.
scared to like meet new people, bro. Like because I know how I am. I'm a honest individual, bro. I'm a genuine person, bro. You know what I'm saying? I only got real intentions, bro. And not everybody is cut like that, bro. You know, and that's something that's really hard to come across. Someone who's just like you, you know. And so that's why, like, I kind of got trust issues right now, bro. Not gonna lie to y'all. And I feel like if y'all knew everything I've been through, you would feel the same, you know. You would. It's valid, you know. It's valid. But then I don't want that to hold me back at the same time, bro. You know.
Don't even think it was really that deep, but that's his TikTok response. And
But
I
I'd
feel
rather
both sides
protect
for
my
real.
energy
He was
than
a
go
giddy
outside,
fan,
bro.
a little too giddy, but Doja's also valid
'Cause
because
fuck
those are her
y'all.
boundaries. Now, let me say this
y'all
real
niggas.
quick. I do still not really like Doja. She's rude, and I know niggas gonna be on me in the comments about how I'm criticizing Doja, but if it was Doechii, I wouldn't even have said anything. I wouldn't have said that this reaction is indicative of her character or it's in line with how she acts. I would say, okay, she had a moment. But with Doja, she been wishy-washy on me for some time. Do your research.
Nah. Anybody do some shit like this, bro? It's worth the call out, bro. Cause that's lame as fuck. You know.
She a little weird. Not saying her reaction and feelings aren't valid, but knowing she's disrespected her fans prior to this, it's like, okay, that is Doja Cat. But anyways, on the brand website, Pablo dropped a musty ass shirt design. So good on him for taking advantage of this publicity. If your idol is gonna fry you, you might as well get.
Bro, this shit is all about marketing, bro. And connections at the end of the day, bro. Because this is just anybody can come up with this shirt. This nigga's selling a $28. Now there's no telling if it actually has any sales or not. But regardless, it's not even about the product itself. It's about who's promoting the product. I think we all know this. Whether it's music, fucking sports, goddamn clothing. That's why these same companies have monopolies over. It's not that you can't build your own. You just can't compete. It's not even worth competing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it got a couple sales on it though. For sure.
A musty ass shirt design. So good on him for taking advantage of this publicity. If your idol is gonna fry you.
Even this shit is just hella small. It's probably a fucking extra small shit in this nigga, man. Boy.
you might as well get compensated for it. Am I right? He also threw away some old Doja merch, so you know he was tapped in, but he's definitely hurting. In general though, I don't think this was really that big of a deal. Two misunderstandings, Doja and Pablo. I think we should all remember intent and impact, especially when choosing forgiveness. The situation wasn't black or white, it was just shades of gray. Pablo's intent wasn't negative, despite the people trying to analyze the video. Looking at this Twitter girl breaking down Doja's body language, you're just a Twitter detective. You're not an actual body language specialist. And also, niggas made this TikTok. And this is just so sensationalized. You got this eerie conspiracy music, you're corny. But anyways,
Yeah, no
that's all I
cap.
had to say.
He's rainbow, bro. That's what they do. They're extra. They do the most, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could have kept it very brief, bro. Body language does speak a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's how he felt that that you invited him to be that open with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, or that he could be that open with you. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy was there, bro. All you gotta do is look at a nigga like, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll feel the energy, bro. If they doing too much, then you know, that's their fault if they didn't read the energy, on me. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section, man. It's been real kicking it with y'all, man. TY Pit a name. We on the road to 100K. Okay, so everybody hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. I'll get at you on the next one and I'm gone.